Direct mail leads. Now, direct mail is definitely a big boy's game. It's very expensive, but very effective. The unique thing about direct mail is because it is so expensive, but it is high call to action oriented. Direct mail leads often close easier because the postcard did all the work for you. We want to buy your ugly house, period. They call up, they want to sell you their ugly house. There's a lot of the middle ground that no longer has to happen. On a cold calling lead, we have to chisel a lot of this information out of them. On the direct mail lead, the decision is a little bit already made, and you just help them across the finish line. So direct mail is very attractive and definitely taught by gurus everywhere. I am not the biggest fan personally of direct mail because it is so expensive. It's not a very skilled approach. If every lead that calls you is ready to close, you may not get the real skills you need to become a great wholesaler. If everyone says, yes, buy my house, yeah, that's great. And it definitely works. But it takes a lot of money. Anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 is what I would expect to have a small but decent direct mail campaign. So direct mail is much more intensive financially, but it's easier on the back end. The converting the seller part is much easier on you. So it definitely has its pros and cons. When I was a part of a national education company, it was the main strategy that they taught. And the reality was, unless you're a really big investor with large pockets, funding a direct mail campaign can get very expensive because you may not have the skills to convert all the leads necessary. This is incredibly important. It's best to start, if you're new, in the lower cost per lead categories so you can gain practice before you start spending $300 to $2,000 per lead, which you might find yourself doing with direct mail. So guys, I hope you heard that loud and clear. I'll summarize it for you real quick. Direct mail is an awesome, expensive, efficient source for leads. It only works really well if you have a large dedicated budget put to it and you have great acquisition systems. You don't just want to dump money into this because it is so expensive to then learn these expensive lessons. Start with the lower cost per lead if your budget is lower, a lower cost per lead strategy if your budget is lower, and focus on getting your reps in and getting your practice on leads that didn't cost you an arm and a leg.